everyone. I'm here at my friend Shannon's house. This is Shannon. This is her house. I'm recovering from a cold, so if my voice sounds terrible, that's why. And we're here today. We're going to do her makeup with her brand new Conspiracy palette. It makes some really great sounds. It was a harrowing journey to get this palette. Yes. Are you going to speak to the people?
I spent a couple hours trying to get it. I could not, but Jessica here was able to get it in her cart and get it for me.
Yes, the internet at my workplace smiled
She
on
did
us.
it in a matter of minutes when I couldn't attempt in hours.
And
so
then, oh no.
very much
She
appreciative.
also got this awesome makeup bag. Trying to make some sounds with it. It's fun. It has cute little piggy zippers as well. And little embroidered piggies and stars. Oh, Jeffree Star. I get it.
She gets it.
Symbols of star.
It's the best bag ever. It's so high quality.
It's very spacious.
It's humongous.
It fits this whole palette, which is
it holds all of my makeup.
Which is very large. Yeah, it like sits neatly in the bottom, and then you can stack.
It's almost like they were
on
made by the same company or something.
It's a conspiracy. Phenomenal. So I'm going to attempt to do Shannon's makeup with her makeup the way that she, not the way that she would do it, but close enough because it'll be the same product. Oh,
I'm a nude queen.
yes. So she has
Jessica.
She has no
is
face.
not a dude queen. She is not a nude queen. She's an orange and yellow and navy and bright pink queen.
Yes, I have put on the Laura Lee Party Animal pressed pigments on my eyes today. A little wilder of a look than the day called for, but I did it anyway. So I'm going to start. Shannon doesn't use liquid foundation, which scares me that I'm going to mess it up because I haven't used Only Powder in a long time. And she has this little concealer that you don't really use either, right?
I don't use...
Do you use this poof?
I mean, if I have to, I will.
Is this your color? It seems dark on my hand. You know what? You don't need concealer. You don't have any dark circles.
I'm sure I have.
That's very nice. So yes, do remove your spectacles. We have the It Cosmetics foundation that you definitely can't read from there, but that's fine. I'm telling you. Take my word for it.
And this is a brand new compact she's dipping into for the first time.
Oh. Ooh.
I don't use that bottom part.
So it's really pretty. It's got a pretty big mirror there, and then I want to show you can open it. It's got one of these cheesy guys.
Which is funny considering how expensive this is.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it's a high quality, like, brush hair, but the brush itself is I'm nervous.
Do you mean to demonstrate for you?
Because this is your brand new compact, and I don't want to.
It's...
Do you do this, or do you do this?
I kind of do a little swirly guy.
You do swirly guy.
Yeah.
That's how the spirit...
And you're going to go into it a few times to cover my mug.
That's how the spirit moved me as well. Do you poof, or do you...
You buff it in. This guy.
Oh, you do swirling motions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I feel like a unicorn. Just right on my forehead.
I'm starting at the top. I'm going down. I don't really know when I'm going to have enough products because I don't understand. I did this for years. I used Only Powder foundation until I was like 25 years old. So I don't know why I'm acting like I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why.
I'm really intrigued with the pattern that you're...
Is this not how you put your... Oh, this is where we learned that I put my makeup on weird. Compared to everyone else, this is where we discovered that apparently from the top down is not how people put their makeup on. Wait, I have to switch. Don't worry, I'm ambidextrous. Oh, good. This doesn't look like anything's going on your face. No, it's fine. No. Okay. No. I'm just gonna keep going.
Okay.
This powder flew. Well, it's going somewhere. I'm worried about your nose ring. I don't want to harm you. hurt you.
You're going in there a lot. I need to dip like 3 times to cover my face.
Now, you had just said you're going to have to dip in there.
A few times. 3, 4.
Okay, I'm sorry. Well, I can't tell when the face is covered because I can't see a difference.
Yeah, when the ugly redness goes away. When all the ugly goes away, you've covered it.
You know what? That's ludicrous. You have very nice skin. Also going in this order, even though I wouldn't normally. I would normally do my eyeshadow first, but I feel like nobody else.
You could.
Oh.
I mean, you can. I mean, especially if there's going to be some fallout. You may want
I don't
to.
wish there to be fallout. I'm gonna
Oh, just wish it.
well, I'm gonna give it a go. Okay, so that's foundation. So we'll just carry on with the rest of the face, I suppose. I just now notice there's no blush.
No.
Oh no.
I don't. You know what? I will say something. This is a Jeffree Star specific tip. He has been using the color pigment as a blush.
Yes. And that one.
I don't really wear blush because I already have a very round, youthful face. I feel like it makes me look like I'm 9.
Okay.
But it's there if you choose to use it. That's what
It
I've
is
heard.
rather pink.
I've heard that it is a good.
It is a good
when
blush
used in moderation, it is a good blush.
shade. So you use your same foundation brush for bronzer, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. Oh my. Fancy. I can't figure out. No, it's good. Okay. I don't know where you put your bronzer either.
You just put it where you think
So.
it belongs.
Just stray. Okay. Do you want to suck in your cheeks?
I never do that.
Well,
I just put it where it makes sense.
that's what I'm attempting to do.
I have very big cheeks. I don't think the sucking in works.
I mean, I have big cheeks as well, but I use my bronzer as a contour. I'm beginning to
Mhm.
think that maybe you don't do that, or
I use my bronzer in the way that you're using it.
just you don't.
I
say
don't
anything.
believe that it should be 2 different products.
No, I don't. I
It's
only
a way to make you spend more
I only
money.
use bronzer, but I'm just gonna wait. Move your hair. I always contour the top of my forehead because I have a big round head.
I contour just this side because with my bangs you can't see this side.
Life hack. Now, do you only have one chin? I have 15, so I normally give the underneath a contour. Do you do that?
I have. I do it all the time.
Okay. Well, I put
Well, you
some-
put product
I
on my
put
brush,
some-
so you should use it.
Here I come. This is my first and only venture into being a makeup artist. Okay, swell. Now, if you used blush, would you use this guy?
I have brushes upstairs that I would use, but I don't apply blush, so you probably could just do whatever you want.
Can I use this?
Yeah,
What do you use this for?
I don't.
Okay.
But I have used it for like hollows, like for bronzer before. They're very pigmented. These are very.
Yes, I didn't want to tap it.
Please tap very lightly on my face with that because
Yes, that's why I tapped it onto my wrist because I didn't want to tap it back into your palette. I like to with blush instead of the apples because I have that cheek problem
Mhm.
too. I do like a light, like 80s, like up with the,
Okay,
up
cool.
with the bronzer because I feel like that's helping make my face look not
More wind blown.
so round. I wish I had. Actually, I'll use the other side of this brush. It's just kind of like I use like one brush to blend.
Okay.
It's hard to tell if it's even. I feel like it's even. I'm gonna go with it. Okay. Now, do I want to do your eyebrow or your eyeshadow first? I don't know what you do. I'm gonna do your eyebrows. That's what I would do on my face. This is a brow product I've never used before. Brow styler. What a fun adventure. Is this just, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nervous. My brows are the one part that I like really about because they're, as you can see, they're almost non-existent. So nervous.
Well.
Do me right.
I've never,
Oh.
used a product like this. It's just felt like the easiest thing to try. Is anything oh no, something's happening.
Put a lot of pressure on my face.
Does it hurt?
No, it just worries me.
Oh, it's not coming off
It's
very
not.
dark.
Okay, good.
It's very hard wax. How far over you go. Oh, just, oh no, it's good. I'm just adding the end to it. If that makes sense. You're gonna look at them. Nope, you're gonna hate it. I just know it because they're not what you would do to your brow. I mean,
That's okay. You're doing my makeup today,
It's-
not me.
certainly not.
You do it the way that you think my face should look. Fix me.
It's a lot of pressure. Is this eyebrow naturally darker? Or is it just because of the light?
I'm not sure. It might be because of the lighting.
I'm gonna try to make them somewhat even, but as they say, eyebrows are sisters, not twins. Metal. I'm gonna put powder on them now.
Oh, pretty. They look good, right?
Do not have
Now this can have a little bit of fallout. So just be careful that doesn't fluff onto my eyelid. You don't need to apply. I mean, you'll see.
I am nervous. I've never used this.
You just very little works.
Oh, I see. I find it interesting that the powder in this product comes off a little darker than
Mhm.
the wax.
Yeah.
'Cause I have found, because I have yet to find a product where I can buy just a brow powder.
Mm-hmm.
So I often have to buy one that comes with a wax and then I just don't use it. But normally the wax is darker unless the wax is clear. But I've never
Mhm.
seen like a colored wax be lighter than oh, I'll fix it. I tapped it off and it's fine. I'm gonna brush it off. The cat has cried. She saw it fall out. She said, oh no. Okay. Let me get this guy that is surely now clean of product and just brush that off. Awesome. Ugh, okay, these are other brow things. I'm gonna put them all away so they're not disturbed. Oh, I'm so close to the camera. That's fine. Okay.
It's my hair.
Take it home and clone you. Alright. Now
You bring polyjuice potion.
when you put this on, do you just use the doe foot or do you like use your fingers? to,
I'll
like-
apply it with the doe foot and then I'll tap it with my fingertip.
Okay. I'm
Or
reluctant.
you can use a brush. That's also an option if you want to use a brush.
Okay, I'll do that. I'm just reluctant to put my hand directly on your face. Of course, I guess if I apply it thinly enough, it's probably fine. It's not. I don't want to be poking over eyeballs though. Alright. Go to the other eye. I could never be a professional makeup artist. I've decided in this moment. This is fun, but I could never. This is too much pressure. Can you imagine somebody being like, hello, I'm getting married today?
Making me the prettiest I've ever been in my entire life.
When I was the maid of honor in a wedding, the bride wanted me to get my makeup done, even though the other bridesmaids didn't have to do it. Because I was right next to her, and she was like, you must look nice to stand next to me. And I was like, oh, okay, sure. And I was like, and then the professional makeup artist did my makeup and made my face look dewy, which I can't stand.
Sorry.
And as soon as she revealed it, she was like, oh, you hate it.
Bad news about my finishing
Is it
spray.
is it a dewy guy?
She dewy.
It's okay. All right. I'm now going to. This is a makeup removing thingamabob.
I think it's already clean.
Oh, it's just stained. Okay.
Thanks for Calling me out.
Products stain your brushes. It's fine. I just didn't want to mix colors. I'm gonna spray this brush before I put it on the product,
Okay.
so that there's no fallout. I think. Actually, I'm gonna start with this color you're afraid of. It's called, what's the T? It's the sky.
Ooh, the one color I said I was afraid of.
That's why I'm gonna do it.
God, that's such a cotton candy blue. So
Is
nervous.
it?
It looks like it's like these two colors are like cotton candy.
Okay. I believe you. Here we go. Just think you can wipe it. Or you can close your eyes. It's okay, buddy. You can wipe it all off.
I'm sure you're gonna do great. I trust you. If you're a bird, I'm a bird.
Yeah, this is a really pretty soft color. I feel that it is important though now to point out that I am blue-green colorblind. So the color that I'm seeing is not necessarily the color that everyone else is seeing when they look at it, but the color that I see is a very nice, soft blue. Just
The color is definitely very nice. It's just a color that because I'm a nude queen, don't know what to do with.
I'm gonna go to the other eye now, so don't be alarmed. I'm just patting it on so the color doesn't run. That's why I'm like whacking you. But I often don't know what I'm doing when I start doing my makeup.
See, I have a roadmap set out. I know exactly what I'm going to use. Like I sit there for 10 minutes first and think about it, especially with new stuff.
Oh, interesting.
Because
I
just have to know where I'm going so that I don't get out of control.
unless it's like a fancy event, if I'm just like doing my makeup for the sake of doing it, I just let the spirit move me. I'm trying to like get it into the lash line. Oh, do I have fallout? A wee little bit. Where's my fallout brush? Here she is. Be gone. Okay, great. The scary color is on your eyelids now. It's not. You're not gonna be able. You're not gonna be able to see much of it in a hot minute. This is
It works really well.
fun. Okay, now I need this. Is the setting spray. I'm gonna use it to dampen this part of the brush so I can pack on dark color. Ooh, it hit my foot. It was cold. Okay. I'm gonna do this Luminant T. See, to me, they're meant to go together because both their names have T.
That is how colors work.
Is it? It's fine. I'm using a teeny tiny brush. This is what I do. I use a teeny guy so I can pack it on and have a little more control over it. At least in my head. Probably don't. But I like to think that I do. Well, now this is how I do my makeup. Very dark color.
See, I have hooded eyes, so I always feel like I have to like adjust.
Here, wait, open.
Like I have very, very little lid space. I have to like move everything up a little bit
Yeah.
so it's visible. Like it's been a lifelong learning curve. Every time a booty guru tries to show me how to do something, I have to always adjust it. Like if I replicate what they're doing, it's not gonna fly.
See? Do you ever watch Nikki tutorials?
Yes.
Because she also,
Yes.
a lot of her stuff.
The techniques are useful, but I will never wear the kind of makeup that she wears.
So it may be user error, but there is a little bit of fallout with this palette that I've noticed.
Yeah, I don't think it's user error. I think that this is kind of a common
I'm just making sure I brushed all
on
the
the
fallout.
palette, just because they're so colorful and they're looser than
Yeah.
you would typically see. You could always go back in with
I'm being
the
very. Oh no, it's fine.
with the
I was being very anal retentive about
Yeah.
that teeny bit of fallout that was there. Okay. I'm gonna do it on the other eye. Literally no color came off. But come. There's gonna be like a teeny tiny brush shaped dent in that color. Does this hurt? How hard am I hitting you?
it does not hurt.
Okay, good.
It's very much fine.
I'm gonna give him another spritz. Maybe that's the problem. Oh, good. Now I'm gonna have to Windex your mirror. I'm never gonna be allowed to use new fancy makeup again. It can all be cleaned, I suppose. So I wish I could remember, because I know for a fact I did not come up with this technique of doing eyeshadow. I simply cannot recall which Surely Beauty YouTuber I stole it from. So I wish I could share where this method came from. I did not come up with it. Where I just put like, I think everybody puts like halfway to their lid, like halfway to the center, is like the general consensus for like the darker color. But I'm trying to make them look even. This is a pretty green. This feels like a U color.
Yeah, I
This
like
green.
green.
I fall out over here as well. I will say, I don't know, I am thinking about going back with your foundation a little bit, but that's nice about it just being powder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's a lot of room for error with a powder foundation.
I'm going to clean as I go here so I don't leave your belongings a mess. Okay. All of your eyeshadow brushes are so like big and floofy.
Are they? I've never really
They feel-
noticed. They look well. I do a lot of very like I 90% of my makeup is blending. Everything is very blown out, very blended. So
see.
I like to get big brushes. Like I'll use a couple to pat on some color, but then literally I'm blending for the next 5 minutes.
I see. I'm gonna, with all of these, like, honestly, this whole palette, but especially these ones that are shimmery, I'm like spritzing first. Is this an elf? Yes.
Maybe it's
I
very
love
old.
these, as are all of my elf brushes. I like this sleep paralysis color. That's really, this is gonna drip. It's the only thing about these elf brushes when I spray them is that metal piece is like
Oh yeah.
more than other brushes I have. Probably because mine are 800 years old and not, and henceforth don't got it like they used to. I have regrets about not doing the eyes first because there's still fallout even.
A lot. If I don't do my face first, I'll do that toilet paper into the eyes trick.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have to go back over with
That's fine.
a little brush of foundation. That's the worst thing that happens in this endeavor. I'm also nervous about what happens when it comes to mascara. I'm not gonna lie, I might make you put it on yourself. That was always like, I remember when I was a kid and like doing like makeup at a sleepover or whatever, and I never had any problem with someone doing my mascara or eyeliner. Like it never bothered me, but I absolutely did not want to be touching anybody else's eye in that way. Like that was always my like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm tapping out. You gotta put your own mascara on because it scares me. Oh my goodness, the cat has awakened. There's fallout now. Okay. Now I'm gonna clean this. I have the compulsion to clean the brush. There's a moon landing happening outside.
Yeah, I live near a hospital, so we hear a lot of helicopters
Now I'm gonna.
all throughout the day and night.
I think I'm gonna use this guy because he's a little stiffer. I'm gonna go nuts. Oh wait, I'm not quite done.
We're gonna go nuts?
I'm not quite at that. We're not quite ready to go nuts. Not quite. We're gonna get there. Okay, first I'm gonna take this Diet Cola color. Oh, that's a fun one.
It's just so funny the colors that you're choosing to go to because they're colors that I am afraid of. Like Diet Cola scares me because what do I do with the bright Tin Man Silver? I don't know. Ooh, you're going
Close
really
your eyes.
you're going really north with
Yep.
that.
Yeah. I always buff out the top of my crease with like a light shimmer just to soften the edge so there's not like a harsh crease because I am not skilled at crease makeup.
Mm.
So there's never going to be a sharp crease. It's just going to be
A
a
cut
sloppy crease or a soft one. So I choose a soft one because, and that's it. I just use a little bit of him and he's done. Now we're going to go with this guy. And I'm going to put, I think I'm debating between Not a Fact and Trisha for like your, under your lash line. Does any speak to you?
I mean, I use Not a Fact. I like Not a Fact. Trisha, I haven't touched once because it's a bright, sparkly.
Great. That's what we're going to use.
Great.
You've outed yourself.
Great. I've heard that it's a fan favorite for people who do like bright pink. For me, she's scary.
So I'm thinking, I guess, like look up maybe so I can get under here. You're gonna hate it. I mean, you don't like the color, so I mean, not that you don't like the color, but for makeup, it's not your cup of tea. I never use eyeliner, so I always just line. Are you panicking?
I feel like Ty in Clueless.
Oh. So we're not gonna put on actual eyeliner. We're not gonna get in your waterline. Everything's gonna be fine. And then you're gonna put your own mascara on, and it's gonna be great. I just feel panic. Yay! We did it, and that's done. I like a fun little color. I also have a very bright pink lining my. It's hard to tell because I have 8,000 things on my eye right now. But I like to.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Diamond ASMR, if anyone watches her, she's one of my favorites. She's been doing that a lot lately. She's been not even putting on eyeshadow and just been lining the underneath of her eye with a fun color. And it looks so good on her. I could never wear something like that, I feel like, all by itself. Like, I need to be full crazy or not at all. Cute! I'm gonna wait, I want to hear. I'm going to clean this of the pink that will probably never see the light of day again unless Shannon's children get into this palette. Knock on wood, that's
Don't
never
joke
going to
about
happen.
that.
Shannon has two very small, adorable children.
My 4-year-old just ruined my most favorite eyeliner. So I'm a little traumatized at the thought.
Forgive. So, okay. I'm not going to do your... Where was this my whole life? No, it's fine. I used something like this for eyebrows.
Oh.
But you don't have a brow powder only, so it's fine. That served me no purpose. Now I'm going to put on some highlighter. I'm going to let Shannon do her own mascara because I'm horrified of doing it. But I don't exactly know what you use for highlighter. I don't see anything that looks nearly large enough.
Well, I have that one, and then I have my solid one.
But I mean like a brush.
Oh, no. I use one of these little guys.
Oh. Okay. It's a very little brush. This is a Wet n Wild that you can't really see, but there's a skull on the... It's very fun, very Shannon. So I'm just going to use very tiny... Although I have a very large head.
Your head is normal size.
Well, so like this brush is hitting the same amount of like real estate space that like my 3 times the size highlighter brush hits. So I like a lot of highlighter. You're probably panicking.
No, I put a lot on.
Okay, good. And then I use whatever's left down the nose. And then I do need actually something smaller to do the... Well, maybe we should use one from the palette. I usually highlight my brow bone with a highlighter.
Ranch is the favorite for the inner corner and brow highlighter.
Oh, it's a fun one, yeah. These brushes
A
crack.
tiny brush.
These brushes crack me up because they're simultaneously too big and too small for me.
So,
For
where's
highlight.
the... Oh, through here. I'll use this for, like,
Ooh.
inner corner.
Yes.
And,
Yeah.
like, under the brow bone. It's
Yes.
small.
So we're gonna use Ranch, which is, I mean, really it's just like a white,
Mm-hmm.
which is very similar to the highlighter we just used. That's why I...
Yeah, I'm very pale, so I can get away with, like, really icy. Any kind of highlighter that has, like, a pink or a gold tone to it, I just look like I have pink or gold on my face.
Okay. Now I'm gonna let you do your own mascara because it scares me. I just ordered the Laura Lee new highlighter palettes that she just came out with, and 90% of the shades are definitely not going to be my shade either. They're going to be too dark, but I'm excited to use them as eyeshadows. That's what she said. Was
Oh, that's kind of a cute idea.
Yeah, she was using some of them as body highlights, like some of the darker ones. She's very like mid-tone complected, so she can use a lot of like on either end of the spectrum makeup, which is nice. Not always for its intended purpose, but oh, my back needs to crack. There we go. Oh, I do have to. I had selected a lipstick. I believe it was this one. Yeah. This Urban Decay Start Naked. Let's see. I'm nervous to leave it open. I shall close it. Spray on. This makeup is so like other than the under eye, it feels subtle. I feel like I failed you.
This feels subtle? Where are the nudes? Where are the browns?
Army green is a neutral. Stacey and Clinton say. Okay,
I'm ready.
I'm gonna do this lip side. I don't know how to put other people's lipstick on either, so we're just gonna go for it. I'm so glad I made you take off your makeup of which you were wearing this lip. You wanna rub your lips together? Maybe that'll do this. Should I put some on the top still? Does it feel...
You're the one that's looking at me.
Well, it looks fine. Yes. Shall I spritz you?
Sure. Let's keep this locked in.
Till Tim gets home, he can see how beautiful I've made you.
Well, it's also 9:30 at night, so this isn't going to be on for very much longer.
No, we'll do it fun.
Spray me! I love this part.
Okay. Close your eyes. Not Ooh. Okay. Ta-da! I don't know how many you do. I usually just do.
You sprayed this of my face.
It didn't hit the bottom?
No,
Okay.
because the chipmunk cheeks.
Now it looked like it hit the whole face. Beautiful. Ta-da! Do you want to encroach closer to the camera?
I would love to get very close to this nice quality camera that's going to see everything.
So there's our finished Luke. You hate it.
I don't. The bottom is very alarming because it's that bright pink.
Mm-hmm.
But I am actually very interested to use that green more often because I do think that it actually, in practice, is not as scary.
And it's also, you never do this shape with your eye makeup. Like, yours is always like...
Yes. I try to... Oh, you know what would also be helpful?
Spectacles.
See now.
Yeah, you always bring yours out.
Yeah.
But I have a very different... I'm going to take my glasses off. I have a very different eye shape. So, like, I have a lot of eyelid. So I always keep it... Because if I go any further, I look like a crazy balloon.
I'm sure you'd look just fine.
Maybe we'll find out. Maybe Shannon will do my makeup.
I'd love to try.
Should we... I was going to say, should we hold this up for a final farewell? Beautiful. Thank you, Conspiracy Palette, for this Luke.
Thanks.
Not this Luke. Beautiful.
I'm going to give her a try with this now. We'll do all the nudes. I'll put some special colors on you, I promise.
Love it. Well, tune in next time where Shannon does my makeup.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.